All right, South Africa has had a phenomenal run at the Cricket World Cup, one of the few sides from outside the subcontinent that has really prepped well, done all the necessary homework and have executed to near perfection. Though they had that blip against Netherlands, they recovered rather quickly to continue powering through on the cusp of the semi-final spot. And one man who has been instrumental for the kind of success that South Africa is enjoying has been their opener, Quinton De Kock. He has had a blistering campaign so far. He has dominated all opposition, and to think that this will be the last ODI tournament we will see him play is indeed disheartening, because he's proving to be such a fabulous exponent of the format that he is claimed to be bored of now. And that's the most beautiful aspect of this, the irony of it all. Just when Quinton felt he has probably had enough of the ODI format, he's redefining the meaning of it all just by the way he's batting. Now, this is what he's done in World Cups alone. In the 7 matches that he has played so far, he has already scored 4 centuries. His best is the highest score by a wicketkeeper batter, and he's averaging nearly 80. Now, he has absolutely owned this platform, and just the manner in which he has gone about his business is highly incredible. Now, he has scored those hundreds in across different tracks, from belters in Delhi to tougher pitches in Lucknow. And to think that this is one of the best performances in World Cups. Here is what he has done in other World Cups compared to this one. From scoring not a single hundred in as many as 17 innings in total, spanning across 2 World Cup editions prior to this, in 2015 and 2019, where his best individual scores have been 78 unbeaten and 68, to now storming this World Cup, where he has already amassed 545 runs and counting. Quinton is unstoppable. No wonder when India takes on South Africa this weekend in Kolkata, Quinton De Kock will be a marked man. He's clearly going to leave his imprint on that clash, as stated by former India coach Gary Kirsten.
Well, I think getting Quinton De Kock out early is going to be a key. So whoever's going to do that, whether it's probably a Bumrah is going to play, a big role. That could be a great matchup. You could maybe have an Ashwin, who is a good matchup against Quinton as well. But I think getting Quinton De Kock out early is going to be an absolute priority for the Indians.
Now, what makes this case study even more curious and exciting is to see the kind of person he is. Now, Rassie van der Dussen recently in a press conference spoke about the kind of camaraderie that exists in the Proteas dressing room. He said that the vibe and atmosphere is better than ever. The players are clearly enjoying each other's success. That's a massive shift from all the polarizing issues that has plagued South Africa cricket in phases over the decades. From being in the throes of the well-chronicled apartheid that kept the country away from any sporting tournaments, to still rifts within the team, problems with coaches and so on, South Africa has suffered the brunt of it. Quinton too has played a part in being a bit of a problem child in the dressing room. An image now that seems like a far cry from what we see. There was a time when he used to be at the center of it all, from brawls and fights that has gone on to punches, and the sense of disregard to conforming to what is right. When the Black Lives Movement gained momentum a couple of years ago, South Africa cricket team took that up with every player taking the knee in support of BLM. Every cricketer apart from Quinton, he refused to take the knee, decided to not play the match because of that. And the world judged and ridiculed, even as Quinton remained silent, only to come out with a 3-page letter some days later, telling everyone that he is, after all, a child of mixed-race family. He says, "For me, black lives have mattered since I was born, not just because there was an international movement." Now, Quinton, that one line rang through like a shot, and suddenly everyone was seeing Quinton differently, viewing him in a different light. He was no longer the problem child, but someone who had probably been misunderstood, much like what his career has been like from ODI World Cups to the next. It's Quinton of 2023 World Cup that has made people see him in the light of what he has always been, one of the most destructive wicketkeeper batters, one of the most classical left-handed batters in world cricket. Quinton of 2015 and 2019 is not even a shade of the man we see today, playing his last ODI tournament. And even today, some parts of him remain a bit of a mystery, like his decision to quit ODIs, especially now when he is at his very best. They always say quit when they ask you why, not why not. That is what Quinton is doing, and he's making sure his ODI swan song is the perfect one for not just him, but the South African unit as well, a country that has failed at World Cup events repeatedly in the past. And who knows, maybe just like the world started seeing Quinton in a new light, South Africa's cricket legacy too could don a new shade. They too could break that tag of chokers and be viewed as true chasers of the big dream. It's the dream of every cricketer, the ultimate glory. Few manage to keep their date with destiny. But for many, it's been heartbreaks and a cross to bear. The Holy Grail is here in India. I'm Rupha Ramani, and Firstpost brings you the ringside view. We bring you the Cup of Dreams. Cricket World Cup coverage like never before.